guys, this is Mary. You're watching Cardz TV. We're going to make a Halloween card today using the Cricut Simply Charmed cartridge, and we'll use two of my Cardz TV stamp sets. We'll be using Simply Said, and from that one we're going to use Hang in There, and then we'll use Spooky Sayings, and we'll use I'm Batty for You. I'll get this out of the way and we'll get started. I'm keeping this card pretty simple. We've got a black card base, and this is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and we're going to add 2 layers to this. We have this marigold yellow layer, which is going on next, and this was cut at 4 1/8 by 5 3/8, and then we have this medium gray layer, and I cut this at 4 by 5 1/4, and you can see that I've run this through the Cuttlebug Divine Swirls folder. So I'm going to take my adhesive and get these layered on the front, and then I'll show you what comes next. My card base is all ready. Now I wanted to use a cut that I'd never used before, and I have never made a card with this cute little bat hanging upside down in this little tree with the moon in it. So that's what I decided I was going to use today. And here it is right here. And I cut this out at 3 1/2 inches. And it's got, let's see, layer 1 is the moon and the bat's feet. I cut this part out first out of black. Then I cut that moon out. And then right over here is the bat, and I cut it out of a medium gray. And right over here are his little cheeks. And down here are his little white fangs. And they were very tiny, but I still managed to get them cut and on there. And I don't know if you can see, I wanted to add some texture to this tree. I hope you can see that. I took my Cuttlebug Distress Stripes folder, and I ran the tree through there before I put the bat and the moon on. And then I took some white ink, and this is just some white Studio G ink and a little sponge dauber, and I just lightly daubed the white over it, and then just took some of it off because I didn't want it to look white, but I wanted those distress stripes to show up to make it look like an old gnarled tree, and I think that turned out really nice. And then I took my Cuttlebug Swiss Dots folder, and I ran the little moon through there just to give it some texture. I love having texture on a card. So here this is. Let me turn him upside down. You can see how tiny his little fangs are, and there's his little pink cheeks, which makes it kind of silly but cute. And I've got this on 1 thickness of foam tape. But before I put this down, I wanted to have like a little mound of grass down here. So this is just a piece of Recollections paper. It's a light and medium green polka dot. And I just freehanded kind of a little mound right there. And I've gone ahead and stamped it using some Memento Tuxedo Black ink. And I used Hang in There from the Simply Said set. And I'm going to adhere this right down here. Just like that. And then I'm going to take the adhesive off that foam tape. And I'm going to add my little tree with the bat in it. I think that's really cute. And I wanted to put a couple little stars up there. So I went over to page 68. And these are all things I have not used before out of this cartridge. There's a star right there. I cut one at, let's see, 3/4 of an inch. And I cut 2 at 1/2 inch. And they're on 1 thickness of foam tape. And I'm just going to place them around the little tree like that. Just to kind of fill it in and make it like a little scene. So I'm going to go ahead, get all this adhered down. And I'm thinking I might add some buttons or something right down here. And then I'll show you the inside. So I'll get busy getting everything adhered down, and we'll come right back. Here's the front of my card, all finished. Everything's adhered down. I forgot to tell you, I did ink around the stars and the moon with some Studio G yellow ink to hide the white edges. And I went ahead, I found some dark gray buttons, and I've just put 3 down here in the corner to give it a balanced look. And I think it turned out really cute. I don't know why I had never used this cut before, but I'm glad I did. Now I've done the inside. My yellow mat is 3 inches by 4 inches. The gray mat is 2 3/4 by 3 3/4, and the white sentiment mat is 2 3/8 by 3 3/8. And I used some Memento Tuxedo black ink and that Spooky Saying stamp set, and I stamped "I'm Batty for You," and then right up here I cut another bat. That's on page 55, the same as the tree, and I just cut one from layer 1, and this is at 3/4 of an inch, and it's on 1 thickness of foam tape. So there we have it, guys. I think it turned out super cute, and I've got 3 cards done now for Halloween. I'm on a roll. But you know I love Halloween cards, and I know you guys do too. So we're all just having a great time, aren't we? Thank you so much for coming by and spending some time with me today, and I'll see you again soon. Bye now.